This video will help you to understand a bit about the biocultural values of Mars Creek, which are significant to both First Nations peoples and Western contemporary society, as well as how students can record and present data about these values, which allows their significance to reach others. Biocultural values are things like plants and animals, which are important to Indigenous Australians due to their sense of belonging, and important to Western contemporary society from a scientific, medicinal, economic, and intrinsic value. Bioculture values can also consist of intangible things such as dance and knowledge. Lane Cove is traditionally the land of the Guringai people and contains numerous sites already protected. The area, including Lane Cove National Park, is at risk from land clearing for development, urbanisation and the resulting pollution, and bushfires. The protection of biocultural values from these threats is important in environmental management to facilitate the decolonisation of environmental management practices. Also, their preservation is important for the future of Australian heritage. Awareness and education of such biocultural values fosters a connection between humans and the environment, which is something that has been lost amongst many people today. Mars Creek runs northeast from Marsfield through Macquarie University into the Lane Cove River within Lane Cove National Park. During periods of high rainfall, erosional energy increases and this runoff from roads, as you can see in the green, as well as roofs and drains, flows into the creek. This runoff also contains high nutrient levels from the surrounding urban residential areas, as you can see in orange. During periods of little rainfall, waterways become stagnant and dry out. This map shows there is an absence of native vegetation along Mars Creek. Lack of shade results in poor habitats and therefore poor food chains. Cybertracker is an app developed in South Africa for San Bushmen to record their tracking knowledge. The software allows users to construct an app specific to individual situations using templates. Software is free to download and easy to navigate. Users set up different screens and connections and put in specific parameters of interest, for example, our biocultural values. Macquarie University students program the app to follow these paths. Whilst walking along Mars Creek, when a biocultural value was observed, students input the value into the app, which records location with GPS, as well as pictures and notes. After which, the app resets back at the task screen, ready for another biocultural value to be input, as shown by the red arrow. Our walk began at the top right of the screen in Lane Cove National Park and ended to the left within the Macquarie University campus. Along the way, we found the jibang plant of the Proteaceae family. Its fruit can be eaten raw or ripe. It is significant to Indigenous Australians as food and significant to contemporary society as a native plant with small populations restricted to the Sydney region. We saw old, large trees which are valuable for many reasons. Big trees are valuable to contemporary society as they are more effective at the sequestration and storage of carbon as well as the regulation of stream flows. They are important to protect if there is going to be any urban development in the area. This divided tree is important to Indigenous peoples as it could be used to collect water in the depressions between the trunks. Furthermore, this old dying tree has provided a habitat for termites, and yet another animal has made a nest within the termite mound, a great example of the possibilities that large old trees can provide. Sarsaparilla, a medicine that was utilised by Indigenous Australians and is still used today to treat things like psoriasis and as an anti-inflammatory in cancer medications. These are bandicoot diggings. These animals are native to Australia, sensitive to habitat loss, and they play an important role in turning over the soil, and they will need to be protected if there is any development or hazard reduction burning or bushfires in the area. This flat rock is a possible site of Indigenous significance. It is the perfect spot to occupy, with cave-like rocks, a waterfall and stream below. And there is possible evidence of fire depressions within the rocks, shown by the short red arrows, and in the background is Xanthorrhea, seen with the long red arrow. It is used by Indigenous people as fire sticks due to slow-burning resin, which was also used to make tools. This is a possible scar tree, which would have been used by Indigenous people for making coolamons. It is important to be aware of the many biocultural values surrounding Mars Creek, as this is an urban stream containing polluted runoff and is situated within an area of high development and prone to bushfires, as well as undergoing hazard reduction burning. Utilising technology such as Cybertracker, it is possible to collect data and further understand through research the importance of certain biocultural values that may be at risk within any area. This video has shown some biocultural values of Mars Creek, how to record them, and provided insight into how values can be important for both Indigenous Australians and contemporary Western society.